Convention season is upon us, and you know what that means. Lines. Attending panels at Comic-Con or Fan Expo means spending a lot of time waiting in lines. To make that time more enjoyable, here are 5 games perfect for playing in line at conventions. First is a simple dice game from Mayfair Games called Laboum. This game takes up very little space in your bag, which needs to be saved for merchandise and swag from the con. It's very easy to learn, and it can be played with 2 players or the entire line. Players take turns rolling the die. Rolling a fuse does nothing. Rolling a boom means you take the bomb, and an explosion eliminates the player currently holding the bomb. Last player left wins the game. Simple and fun, this is a great way to make new friends in line. And bonus, it's only $5. Now, I didn't want all the games on this list to be dice games, so here are a few quick other honorable mentions of some great dice games. Rory Story Cubes can be played by yourself or with others, and it comes in a great Batman variation that's perfect for Comic-Con and can be stored in this tiny little container. Zombie Dice, Cthulhu Dice, Jurassic Dice are all similar fun games that also have great small storage option. And there are some great dice versions of big games such as Catan that are very portable and great for playing in lines. Second on the list is Hive Pocket. This game is great for couples or friends attending panels together, as it's only 2 players. And the gameplay is very quick, about 20 minutes, which is perfect because there's nothing worse than being in the middle of a game when they start letting you in for the panel. Players attempt to surround their opponent's queen bee using other bug pieces that, like in chess, have different move abilities. The grasshopper jumps over pieces, the spider moves exactly 3 spaces, etc. Hive Pocket is one of the more expensive games on this list, but the high quality game pieces are well worth it, and it all fits nicely into a small pouch. Most board gamers have played this next game in one variation or another. It's a classic, Love Letter. Geek versions like Adventure Time, Batman, or The Hobbit are perfect for conventions, and they all have their own little special rules to set them apart from the original. This is also easy to pick up and doesn't take up a lot of space in your bag. With only 16 cards, you can play with 2 to 4 players. Lost Legacy has a similar mechanism to Love Letter, but I think that it's less likely that the random people you encounter in line will have played Lost Legacy before. But if you're just planning on playing amongst your friends, then by all means go with Lost Legacy over Love Letter. It's just as enjoyable and takes up the same amount of space. Fourth on the list is Hanavi. Hanavi has more components than some of these other games, but what I like about it is that it can mostly be played right out of its tiny clamshell box. By that I mean the draw and discard piles can stay inside the box, and the clock and fuse tokens mostly stay in the lid. So when that pesky volunteer comes along to ask you to squish the lineup, all you have to do is grab the box and slide the 5 play piles along with you. For those who haven't played before, Hanavi is a cooperative game where players try to build fireworks by playing cards in order from 1 to 5. The problem is they don't know what cards are in their hand. Using limited information from other players, you need to build all 5 fireworks before too many wrong plays set off the fuse or the discard pile gets exhausted. Lastly is Get Bit. This game has been on my want list since I first saw it on Geek and Sundry's Tabletop with Will Wheaton. I can't explain it better than Will, so just go watch that episode, but basically you're trying to not get eaten by a shark. The game is easy to learn, but requires some strategy and bluffing skills to really get good at it. You can play with 3 to 6 people with only a small deck of cards and a few play figures. This card game is great for playing in lines because each player's 5 cards are kept with them throughout the game. You don't need to leave a lot of cards laid out in front of each player. Well, that's my list. Did I miss any great games that you like to play in convention lines? Share them with me in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe.